Okay, so I now have finished bottling all my sauerkraut, and I have a ton of it. So I eat a lot of it, so I package it in large quantities for myself. Um, a couple of things about sauerkraut: it's a very easy thing to start fermenting with. So you can get very creative with it. This particular batch I made with red cabbage and mustard seed, which gives it a nice little kick, which I really like. Um, let's see, the fermenting time is anywhere and taste it when you make it. I'll do another video when I'm cutting it up and actually doing the process. But I taste it so that it's not over salted. Like I said, I use the whey to ferment with, which is means that you use a little less salt in the fermentation process. Which the only reason that you're using salt is to make sure that the bad bacteria doesn't invade your sauerkraut. You want a temperature of around what your house is, so don't put it in too cold of a spot because it takes less. I keep it in the kitchen and in our family room, closer to the family room, and there's a fireplace in there, so it tends to be warmer in that room. um, so it ferments very nicely right here on the kitchen countertop. There's not a lot of action around my house, so if you have a place where there's pets or a lot of kids, I don't allow my cat in on the countertop in the kitchen. So everything stays pretty calm around here. There's not a lot of TV going on. Sauerkraut, I started to mention, is something that you make with your hands. So you want to make sure that your hands are clean. I make sure that I don't have any nail polish on or anything that's toxic on my hands. Do not use antibacterial soap. Just wash your hands with regular soap and start handling the things that you're going to make sauerkraut with, because it's your love and your energy and your bacteria that goes into this into homemade sauerkraut. You can't buy anything that tastes this good. The vitamins, the vitamin C, vitamin K, the lactobacillus that's in the fermentation of the sauerkraut is it's so good for your system. It helps break down the food that you're eating that you accompany with the sauerkraut. I make soups all the time, and I put meat and whatever kind of protein that I want to put in there, whatever, like a chicken or a beef stock, and then I'll add the sauerkraut with that, and maybe I'll have some homemade. I call it kefir cheese, but it's the separation of the kefir and the whey, and I use that. I guess it's like a kefir cheese is what I call it, and it just makes a delicious, wonderful meal. And you don't want to heat your sauerkraut. You want it to, once this is fermented and packaged, you just put it in the refrigerator, and I put it in a downstairs refrigerator that I keep at 40 degrees. This will continue to ferment. And so but that's why you want to keep the fermentation process very, very, very slow once it's chilled. So it's a refrigerator that I have that's specifically for my sauerkraut, and it's 40 degrees, and I just have a little thermometer that I make sure that it stays that way. And this is gonna fill up put a lot. I've got kombucha in that refrigerator also. Let's see what else. I guess that's about everything. Sauerkraut is fun to make. You don't have to do 13 heads like I do. I just happen to have this amazing crock, and I wanted to make this awesome mustard seed flavored sauerkraut, and so I did. I made a huge batch of it, and I love it. It's great. So anyway, try learning to make sauerkraut, and you don't need to have whey to begin the process. You can just use 2 tablespoons per head of sauerkraut, and once you chop it up, you just start mixing the sauerkraut or the cabbage, I should say, with the salt, and then I beat it with with a breadstick and just this is actually a rolling pin, but I just pound my sauerkraut. But I'll show you that process another time. Anyway, thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye.